Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about morning routine for appointment setting and high ticket closing. So this is a morning routine that I'm currently actively doing right now as a business owner. But if I was an appointment setter or a high ticket closer, this is what I would take inspiration from. Or if you want to, just copy it bar for bar and then come up with your own, okay? So I've been on both ends of the spectrum. I used to be a morning routine guy, and then I also used to be a guy who would just like think that's a myth. I would just wake up and open the laptop, get straight to work. And then after having been on both sides, I've come to learn that I think they have their pros and cons, but you need to be both. It needs to be a fine balance between the two. You want a routine where you stick to the things you say you're gonna do, but not to the point where, let's say, you wake up late one day or you have a bad day, that you're gonna do all these unnecessary things before you actually get to do the work. Okay, you can't just be like, oh, I woke up and I need to do 10 minutes of meditation and I need to do this, I need to do that, and I need to put my peppermint tea in my bag for 3 minutes, and then only until then I can only do the work. You don't want that. Okay, so I found this is the perfect balance. Let's get straight into it. My current morning routine, as of now, I wake up, and what time do I wake up? Usually around 8 or 9. Recently, it's been terrible, but this is something I'm working on. I'd say nowadays it's been 8 or 8 or 9 a.m. just because I went to Boracay with the family. I went to the beach, so everyone was waking up early, which kind of helped me. So 8 to 9 a.m. waking up, water right after. So I'll either have a glass of water the night before that was prepared next to my bed, and I'll just sip that. I'll actually down it. I'm not gonna sip that. Or I get up out of bed and I down the water, straight, like same thing. And then the next thing, as I'm doing my water, I take supplements as well. Now, if you want to know what supplements I take, listen carefully. I take Tonkat Ali, magnesium glycinate, vitamin D, 10,000 IU. Now, you might be wondering, 10,000 IU, bro, that's a lot of fucking vitamin D or vitamin D. And yes, it is quite a lot, but I want the maximum out of everything. So 10,000 IU, I supplement that with vitamin K2 because you're supposed to supplement the two. And then also sometimes I'll take milk thistle and then something to help with like liver detoxification. Like for example, if I had a night out and I drank, that really helps with that. And then also lion's mane to help with the brain function. I don't take that every day, but most of the time I do. So if you want to know Matt Jacob supplements, that was the list. So I drink water with the supplements, and then the next thing I do is I review my master vision. Now, I made a video a long time ago. I might make a remake of what a master vision is. It essentially is a vision board. It's my vision board, things I want to do in life, pictures, goals, etc., who I want to be, what the best version of Matt would look like. And I have it on a Google Doc as well. So every morning when I wake up, I'll press on the Google Doc, I'll click select all, and then I'll press speak or dictate. And then what it's going to do is on the phone, it's going to read out loud everything that's on the Google Doc. So I'm literally getting my future self document being read out loud to me. So I'm programming my brain every single morning as to who I need to be before the day starts. So I could multitask these as well. So sometimes I'll do this first, and then I'll drink some water and take my supplements upon waking up. So I just knocked out like 4 things at once. Now after that, I'll either brush my teeth first, or I'll shower and get dressed, then brush my teeth, which either or. Again, you can also habit stack, so you can do master vision, play that in the background while you're brushing your teeth or showering, whatever. And then that's 80% of the morning routine done. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is because I got this quote from my mentor, and it's something that sticks with me. It's work on yourself more than you do on your business. So if you take this example, you got a tree here, this is you, and this is an axe. Now, if you had 3 days to chop down this tree, what would you do? Most people, they would spend 3 days trying to chop this tree down, which is valid. Like 3 days is plenty of time, I guess. But the smarter thing to do, and how most high-level entrepreneurs would think, and setters and closers, what they would do is they would spend 2 days sharpening the axe and then 10 minutes trying to chop down the tree. All of a sudden, it went from a 3-day ordeal to a 10-minute ordeal because you sharpened the axe. Now, this goes for the exact same way as us, because if you're not sharp yourself, then you can't perform sharply, you're going to get subpar results. If you're foggy in the head, if the first thing you do is scroll on Reels, or you call your friend upon waking up, or let's say you had a night out with drinks, I know I just said like take milk thistle, but don't be doing it all the time. If you're doing that, then your axe is not sharp, therefore you can't cut down the tree as efficiently. And a lot of people think you need to be on your grind, and you need to be setting 24/7. You need to be hopping on sales 24/7. But then that leaves no time whatsoever to work on yourself. So why not just make yourself the best version as possible, be more efficient, and then more optimized, so that when you do your work, you get more results in less time or less effort. You're closing more deals because your mind is sharp. You have more energy, so you can do more convos and book more meetings in the same 2 hours. Whereas before, like in those 2 hours, you'd probably be like on and off your phone. Okay? I hope that makes sense. That's what inspired this video, is work on yourself more than you do your business, sharpen your axe. And getting back to the routine, this is my morning routine, and then I journal. The last thing I do is I journal right before I start the day and get to work. What do I journal, Matt? What do you journal, Matt? Very, very simple. This is a template. This is a framework that my mentor showed me, and I've stuck to it ever since. Targets, gratitude list, commitments, and kill list. So breaking these down one by one. Targets. I literally go on my journal every single day, and I'll draw out a big-ass thermometer, or a small-ass thermometer, actually. It'll look like that. I was trying to get my journal out. I don't know where it is now. Great. So it'll look like this. It's like a thermometer, a scale, whatever you want to call it. Whatever your goal is, just put it at the top. So mine is like 30K per month with the Oracle. So 30K, and I split it into 15K and then 1.2K. And this represents monthly goal, bi-weekly, and then daily. So if I want to be doing 30K months, I need to be doing 1.2 grand every single day consistently, right? And then as you fulfill this, as you make more money, you fill up the thermometer, and then it gets closer and closer to the top. Right now, I'm not doing 30K months. That's my goal. But in due time, as I do this more often, it's going to become reality at this point. So that's the target section. Gratitude list, it's very, very important. You write down what you're grateful for, 5 to 10 things, because you're not doing it for the sake of being grateful. You're doing it so you're in abundance. So obviously be thankful for the things you have, but you also can only be in a state of abundance. You can only be in abundance mindset, which all the gurus talk about. They say, be in abundance mindset. Like, think abundantly. Money is abundant. It's everywhere. But they don't actually say how to implement it. You need to be in abundance mindset by already being in a state of abundance. You know, getting in abundance mindset while you're in scarcity is difficult / impossible. So if you're trying to get into abundance mindset, but you're stressing about the rent, you're stressing about bills, you have the mindset of, I don't make enough money, money's hard to make, all these limiting beliefs, the best way I found to actually get rid of those beliefs or to change them is by looking at, instead of what I don't have, I look at what I already have and being thankful for it. Hence the gratitude list. So I write down 5 to 10 things I'm grateful for. I try to make it different every single day, just so it's not the same exact thing. And then boom, very, very simple. Targets, gratitude list. For example, let me actually, for you guys, write down what I was grateful for. So we have my journal here. Green journal, costs like $1 or $2. And then today, what I wrote down was, number 1 on gratitude list, seeing my parents and Maya, who's my little sister. And then number 2 is my friends. Number 3 is sales training. So earlier today, I was watching a bunch of videos on sales training, sales call reviews. So I'm very grateful for that, because that's going to help me become a better salesperson. And then number 4 is one of my good friends, Elijah. He's back home in the Philippines with me. I hung out with him yesterday. And he's actually, if you don't know him, that's the first offer I helped on when I was setting. So he changed my life, and he's back here in the Philippines. And then the last thing is Christmas gifts. So being able to gift people on Christmas and the gifts that I got. Okay, very, very simple. Might sound corny, but that's what I had today. So have your gratitude list. The next thing you're going to do on top of targets, this actually goes under the target section too. So we have sets, calls, and closes. In terms of, if you know your numbers, it's going to be a lot easier. But all this is you're going to draw out a checkbox for how many set appointments you need to do, how many calls you need to do. So for example, this is with appointment setting. How many sets do I need to do to hit my target? Let's say it was 7. And then calls, how many calls do need to show up? Let's say 4. And then how many closes do I need? And then 1, for example. If you're a closer, then it'll be kind of different. It'll just be like calls and closes. Okay? So that's that. And then every time you get a set appointment, or you get a show up rate or a show up, or you get it closed, you take off the box, and then trust me guys, it's going to be very, very gratifying once you take off more boxes. Okay, so that's targets. And then the last thing I want to show you, or second last thing, is commitments, or our commitments. So these are just to-do lists, but we call them commitments because we're going to commit ourselves to complete it before the day is done. So things like outreach, let's say 50 outreach you have to do, you have to clear your inbox, you have to do 50 follow-ups, and then you're going to squeeze in a workout, okay? So commitments, make sure they're all done. And then the last thing, which my mentor showed me, the last thing that my mentor showed me is called a kill list. And all a kill list is are leads that are already warm to hot that you're noting down and you're going to follow up on. And then what you also can write down is how much money you're expecting from them. So we can have person one here, they're very warm to hot. You know, your closer or the closer had a call with them 2 weeks ago, they said they were ready to go today. If you kept them on your kill list, that's extra commission for you right there. What most people don't do is they don't keep track of their kill list, their hit list, they don't keep track of their old leads. Even people like from 6 to 12 months ago, they don't keep track of that. If you want to be a 1% closer or a setter, you need to keep in track and be on top of your pipeline. So the kill list is designed to have people who are warm and hot, or people you think might close, and then you essentially just hit them up as you start your day. Right? You build the relationship, you keep the relationship, or you get them on a call again, or you just straight DM close them if they're really that hot. And so, like, let's say person 1 can go with 2K, person 2, 1.5, person 3, 3K. You get the point. Easy way to squeeze out more commission. Okay? So all in all, the morning routine that I'm doing one more time over. Wake up, water, supplements, master vision, brush teeth, shower, dressed, and then journal entry, and then I start my day. That's it. Iced Americano on the side. So yeah, guys, no need to have it very complicated. Very, very simple. If you want to steal this, by all means steal it. If you want to make your own, by all means make your own. I just find this is what works for me personally. So take some inspiration. This is my morning routine, guys. If you enjoyed this video or you know someone who needs it, make sure you like, you comment, you subscribe, and you share this to them. If you're trying to get into appointment setting or high ticket sales but just don't know where to start, then check out the rest of my YouTube videos, or you can check out my YouTube playlist. And if you want to learn directly from me, links in the description. We have a school community of like-minded setters called the Art of Appointment Setting. And then we also have my inner circle called the Oracle. So if you're interested in those, link in the description. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this. Hope this was useful. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.